Ladies and gentlemen, it was a betting app, and that scam over 4 to 5 years through the COVID period has evolved into a 5,000 crore plus scam. There are charges, political charges that are being traded between the BJP and the Congress in peak election season in Chhattisgarh. But what's startling is the narco terror angle, the links to dubious elements, and that this money perhaps found its way into pushing narcotics and also narcotics-backed terrorism into our soil. So corruption and also compromising Bharat is our debate number one.
कांग्रेस के इन गणितबाजों को बताना होगा कि मुख्यमंत्री को इसमें कितना पैसा हिस्सा मिला है और दिल्ली दरबार तक इसमें से कितना माल पहुंचा है।
करना है तो हेमंत विश्व शर्मा के खिलाफ कर ले, अजित पवार के खिलाफ कर ले, और जो लोग जो मोदी वाशिंग पाउडर में धूल के आए ना उससे पहले कार्रवाई कर ले, उसके बाद फिर बात करें।
The case that started with a lavish 250 crore wedding in Dubai has now turned into a murkier scandal that seems to be compromising Bharat's security. The Mahadev betting app seems to be dominating Chhattisgarh elections too, as the BJP is accusing the Congress government of being hand in glove with the scamsters, and the Grand Old Party denying allegations against them. The probe in the Mahadev app scam is only gaining momentum after the Enforcement Directorate and Chhattisgarh Police, it's Mumbai Police, that has registered an FIR in the matter and named Saurabh Chandrakar and his business partner Amit Sharma as the key accused. As per Mumbai Police FIR, Saurabh Chandrakar's business partner Amit Sharma is said to have links with underworld don Dawood Ibrahim's brother Mustafiz, and the money collected through this betting app was used to fund terror. Let's try and break this down, this exclusive news break here on CNN News 18 on the right stand. First up, let's try and understand who is Amit Sharma, who's been named in the FIR by the Mumbai Police. Amit Sharma is a Mumbai-based alliance partner of Saurabh Chandrakar's betting app business. Now, according to the FIR, Saurabh Chandrakar secured sponsorship agreement with an award show due to Amit Sharma. The FIR also mentions that Amit Sharma has underworld connections and links to Dawood's brother. The FIR states that Amit Sharma funded significant amounts for various construction projects in Meera Road at the instructions and advice of Dawood's brother. So how the money was routed and what's the terror link that the Mumbai police is now currently probing? The FIR mentions that various cryptocurrency and other digital currency wallets and Benami accounts were being used to collect betting money. The FIR then mentions that this betting money was laundered to Saurabh Chandrakar and his partners. The FIR states that this money in turn was used for various illegal activities such as narco-terrorism and also procuring arms. Now remember, the Enforcement Directorate also probing the Mahadev app case, and during the course of its investigation, it unearthed the possible underworld link. The ED at that time had alleged that Saurabh Chandrakar and Ravi Uppal were collaborating with members of the D company. The Enforcement Directorate claims that collaboration was done to operate the Khelo Yaar betting app in Pakistan. The ED alleged that it was on the instructions of Dawood Ibrahim that Saurabh Chandrakar fronted Amit Sharma. Amit Sharma and Dawood Ibrahim's brother Mustaqim Ibrahim Kaskar became partners to operate this entire app. The probe agency disclosed this partnership back in 2021 amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Additionally, the ED has also revealed that Mustaqim Ibrahim Kaskar oversees the betting business in Pakistan. The ED claims that Mustaqim Ibrahim Kaskar provides protection and logistical support to Chandrakar's app and this entire business. As the probe widens, a political face-off is only escalating with Prime Minister Narendra Modi leading the attack from the BJP, accusing the Congress and the Congress disposition in Chhattisgarh of cheating and looting the people of Chhattisgarh. Prime Minister Narendra Modi questioning Bhupesh Baghel, asking him how much did the Chief Minister receive in this betting app scam, to which the Chief Minister has countered saying the Prime Minister must first act against the former Chief Minister Raman Singh himself, who's got allegations of corruption and charges of corruption against him. The PM on the one hand has questioned how much money did the Congress party leaders receive, to which Bhupesh Baghel has asked the PM to act against people like Himanta Biswa Sarma, Ajit Pawar, and also fired the entire washing machine barb. PM Narendra Modi also said Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel's close aide is in jail and asked him to come clean on the corruption allegations. Bhupesh Baghel doubling down, countering the PM, saying that he should actually now take action against all those who are corrupt. Why be selective? This entire case, ladies and gentlemen, is not just of corruption, of looting people, of scamming people, but perhaps somewhere compromising national security, compromising Bharat. Let's dive into the debate.
Hello, Moto.
Joining us this evening, Ajay Alok, National Spokesperson of the BJP, Nirva Mehta, Editor-in-Chief, The Pamphlet, Kamru Chaudhary, who's a Congress leader, and Javed Ansari ji, Senior Journalist. Namaste, Shubh Deepavali to all of you. Greetings, festive greetings, and thank you very much. Jai Hind. My first question is to Mr. Ajay Alok. This washing powder jibe is something that everybody within the INDI alliance is trading or aiming at the BJP. Ajay Alok ji. So if Mr. Bhupesh Baghel is in the wrong, this scam's been going on for 4 to 5 years. How was nobody the wiser? And those who had allegations of corruption, when they joined the BJP, they come clean. This BJP washing powder jibe, how would you want to respond to that?
Well, Anand, today on your television and on the national television, Mr. Baghel made candid confession that why Prime Minister is acting when the question was raised on corruption and that he should come clean on the corruption charges. Then he said Prime Minister should also question his own people. That means he is admitting that, okay, I am corrupt, but Prime Minister should also question other corrupt people. So the candid admission of corruption of the Congress is not new. The Congress stands for corruption. And as far as the BJP washing, Modi washing powder and all these stigmas they are just trying to attach on us, it's not going to help. Because you see, if there is an investigation going on, what's the problem if you are clean? What is your locus standi on corruption? I'll just recall your memory that when Hawala cases were pushed against Mr. Lal Krishna Advani, he resigned from Lok Sabha and he said that unless I come out clean, I'm not going to enter parliament. That was his character and the BJP's character. Now, on the other hand, we are seeing the Congress president, the then Congress president Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, they are all out on bail in National Herald, but still continue to hold the member of parliament position. So this is the basic difference in the character of Congress and the character of BJP. And by merely putting an allegation and not proving it, it's not going to help. And all this National Herald and everything, all these cases were launched during the UPA regime, not our regime. What we are doing, we are just doing an investigation. And today, if you see the atmosphere in the country is quite different. Like if you talk of corruption and if the Prime Minister says that I'll send jail to every corrupt, whosoever it may be, however big he or she may be, then suddenly people start shouting, ED, CBI. Why? If you have not done anything, just prove yourself. As far as Mahadev app goes, it becomes a real matter of concern. We have been raising this for the last 2 years. Now that ED has taken action, has made arrests, the whole Chief Minister office is in hand and gloves with Mahadev app people, and it's not being said by me or by the BJP. It is being said by their SP, their IPS officer, sitting SP of Karadda.
But the point is that this
in a sting operation, he admitted that he is the Chief Minister and the whole office knew about it.
Admissible in a court of law. These charges have to be proven in a court of law.
I'm not saying that.
My point is, sir, if you yourself name two leaders, there are two arguments here. You yourself name two leaders who you said are out on bail on corruption charges. But what has the government done? They are out on bail since 2015. Where have you pursued the case against these people if they are charged with corruption? 2015 to 2023. And you are yourself saying they are MPs in parliament. You didn't pursue the case with them, against them. That charge stands against the government also, along with the litigant. Whoever is the litigant says the government is going slow. The government says the litigant is not pursuing the case. But within this ping pong, those who you are accusing of corruption and being out on bail have been elected by the people, which shows that the people, for the people, corruption does not actually matter. Does it actually matter? Until you act against them. Does it actually matter on ground? Or does it matter that you give 2,500 rupees per quintal and raise that to 3,500 rupees per quintal? Chawal matter karta hai, Mahadev app nahi. Is that true, Mr. Ajay Alok? And if you want to walk the talk on corruption, then the examples you take, have you acted on them as a government?
What we have acted on corruption is that for everyone to see. Like if you talk of ED, they always charge that ED is always for the opposition. Of all the cases lodged by ED, only 3% cases are against the political person, and the conviction rate is 90%. Now, if you talk that why we are not pursuing the case, this is the flaws in our judicial system for which we are coming out with new judicial reforms. What Mr. Amit Shah said, like if I can recall you, the case of fodder scam was lodged against Lalu Yadav in 1995, and he got convicted in 2013. How long it took? 17 long years. This is the flaw of our judicial system, which I candidly admit, and we need to correct it as a government, and we are doing it, and that's why we have come up with the new judicial reform.
The charge of corruption will stick if the charge of corruption is proven and you walk the talk. The other aspect, Mr. Kamrup Chaudhary.
Yeah.
I may be corrupt, but do something against those who are also do something against others. Now, the BJP is alleging this is nothing but a tacit admission by Mr. Bhupesh Baghel that he is involved in corruption. Will you buy that? Will you accept? Or has the Congress said, let's normalize corruption and see if we can get away with it?
Anand, let us make this debate tonight into a very candid one. I'll raise some few points out here. And I would request Ajay Alok to answer to those questions. Basically, you need to understand the context of the entire case. The Mahadev app scam was not a just over the night scam that was happened in India. It's a multi-state, multinational scam. Multinationals are involved in this. The government of India, the Chhattisgarh government, Rajasthan government, all were investigating the cases out here. Now, I'll name one person, Mugank Mishra, a close aide of Saurabh Chandrakar. He was a key accused in the Mahadev scam. Where was he arrested from? He was arrested from Mumbai under a complaint lodged by Pratapgarh police of Rajasthan. For what? For opening Benami accounts. In the name of innocent farmers, innocent poor people. Where did he get all those KYC documents out here? Your account gets frozen just because you were not able to submit your KYC on time. Now, do I fix the culpability of such a big scam on the Finance Minister of India? Is my logical questioning correct or wrong? You are to decide. Because you cannot link a scam happening in a particular state under the watchful eyes of the watchdogs of the Finance Ministry, and then you you want to shoot and scoot, link this entire scam to Bhupesh Baghel in Chhattisgarh, a very clean and upright man. I know him personally. But the point here does not stop here. You see the nexus between the ED and the Bharatiya Janata Party. Let me just cite you an example. When the video was released of the approver in this particular case, who released that video? It was the Bharatiya Janata Party spokesperson releasing the video. But who released the statement? It is the ED releasing the statement. Now, you see the app has been running for the last 4 to 5 years. Now, why did the government ban this app in 2023? Why were they silent? Are we having a national crisis or a crisis in governance or crisis in our watchdog bodies? That they could not unearth a big scam like this happening to threaten the security, internal security of the country. When you link that with Dubai, with Dawood Ibrahim, with Pakistan, with India, God forbid what all this money would have been used for.
Yeah, but the allegation, Mr. Chaudhary, is that the money was coming back into the Congress party and the Congress leadership in Chhattisgarh. The allegation is that this money was coming back and a lot of this money was being rolled over for state leaders of the Congress party, and the Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh was in the know. That is the allegation. that link with Mr. Chaudhary is a little poor. We'll go back to him in just a bit, the moment he's back with us. Nirva Mehta?
Yeah, so I feel that in this particular case, the silence of the party's top leadership, Congress's top leadership, is kind of deafening. None of them have come out and said that the law should take its course or the investigation should take its course. Rahul Gandhi shouts from the rooftop about imaginary scams which are not proven. There is absolutely no basis for his allegations when it comes to the Prime Minister. But when it comes to the Chief Minister of his own party, there is the owner of the app coming up and saying, admitting on camera, on record, that he has paid 508 crore rupees to the aid of the Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh, Bhupesh Baghel. But none of the party leadership, Priyanka Gandhi or Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, Kharge, none of them are saying anything. The top leadership of the party taking a stand on Bhupesh Baghel and the allegations against him. Which is kind of concerning, that when on one hand you want to talk about cases where the Supreme Court has said that there is no case on these allegations, all the so-called Rafale scams and all this, none of them have existed. But here is the owner of the app saying that I paid the money, I paid your leaders are corrupt, but Rahul Gandhi has nothing to say on it. So why this double standard? Why the hypocrisy from the party, the grand old party?
No, Anand, can I come in here for 10 seconds here?
Yeah. Yes, Mr. Kamrup, please.
No, basically the allegations of 508 crore getting into the hands of the Congress party is an allegation. Basically just 2 days before the first phase of Chhattisgarh elections, the entire this allegation came and linked Bhupesh Baghel and the Congress party with this scam. Now 2 days are remaining for the second phase of the campaigning to be ending. Now you have the Prime Minister coming out. What does this suggest? A shoot and scoot attitude by the Bharatiya Janata Party and its star campaigners out here. If you have got a genuine proof for this, well, go ahead and arrest Mr. Baghelji. If you have got that much of proof of 508 crores landing into the hands of the Congress party, yeah, I could have been I could have flying to your studio every day in and out. The Congress party would have been sponsoring me. Now, I have got serious doubts that whether this money was used to fund those drugs coming into India which were seized in the Mundra port, and how much of the money, Mahadev app money, has landed into the coffers of the Bharatiya Janata Party. I make an allegation in your channel today that thousands of crores of Mahadev app's money landed into the BJP coffers. Now, will that be substantiated? I have to prove it. But had BJP the guts to prove what they say, after the election, Anandji, I and you will be sitting across the same channel and debating what happened to the Mahadev app. Nobody knows. As well, what happened to the Sharada scam.
Okay.
Nobody knows.
Let Mr. Ajay Alok answer that, and then I'll go to Javed Ansari ji. Javed ji, thank you for your patience. I'll come to you after Ajay Alok. Yes, Ajay ji, please respond to what Mr. Kamrup Chaudhary is saying.
Mr. Kamrup Chaudhary doesn't know what he's saying. He's saying it's an allegation made by the BJP. No, sir, it's not an allegation made by BJP. It's a work done by ED. The ED has released the statement. We have not released the video. It was in the public domain. Please check your facts right. Now, whether the Chief Minister is going to be sent to jail, please don't interrupt in between. Please don't interrupt in between. Have some courtesy.
I was not speaking on Mr. Kamrup Chaudhary. Mr. Kamrup Chaudhary, it's the two of you gentlemen. I have only one request. Please don't heckle each other. Let Mr. Ajay Alok complete, and then I'll give you your 1.5 minutes to respond. Please. So let him complete. Let's not speak over each other. Please, my request. Yes, Ajay Alok.
First of all, there is a legal process attached to it. BJP is no one to arrest anyone or to send to jail to anyone. It's the legal process of this country which does it. Now, when the allegation, AD has got the statement from the accused that yes, 508 crores were paid to the Chief Minister, definitely CM is going to get a summon from ED. I hope he will not run away like Arvind Kejriwal. He will respond to ED. He will not avoid that. I hope so. And if the evidence against Chief Minister comes out, then naturally the agencies are going to work. They are going to frame charges and they are going to arrest. Where's the question? Where's the question of running around the mills that he just on one allegation agency should go and just arrest it? Lalu Yadav was arrested. The case was filed in 1996 by your Congress government, supported by the Congress government, the UDF government, and he was arrested all around in 98 when the evidences were found. So there is a legal process in this country. We don't run like a Gandhi family. You know, the dictate of the family is the legal process of the country. So relax. Let the agency follow the rules. The bigger question here is why you are keeping quiet. Why Bhupesh Baghel is not answering on Mahadev app? Why you are sitting?
No, Mr. Baghel has said that we only raise the complaints. We have made arrests, and if there are people who are guilty, please cause that. I think Mr. Baghel has said that. But the larger question is: are people really looking the other way? Is corruption now a blind spot? Is corruption now being normalized? Has it just become
it's not a blind spot? I don't accept so. I don't think so. Corruption can be a blind spot in this country.
So it should not be. I'm just saying, has it become? Because of the fact that the allegations happen, sir, but the arrests and the convictions don't happen. That if you are making an allegation against the chief minister, then I keep going back to this, sir. People who have been alleged and who have been charged since 2015 were out on bail and they celebrated it on the streets of Delhi. No action has been taken against on that case. It's not moved forward in the last 7 years. People who are accused of corruption, the next day they join the BJP and that entire thing slows down. Corruption should be unpardonable irrespective of who it is. You have to walk the talk. Are you really walking the talk? And especially now when this money is coming back in the form of drugs, it's coming back in the form of arms, and it's coming back in the form of terrorism being funded on our soil. That's the larger question. Javed Ansari ji, thank you for your patience. Please come in. Your thought.
Look, as a matter of principle, the questions that you've raised, the concerns that you've raised are very grave. They go beyond just mere corruption. It entails questions about national security, and this, by your own admission, has been going on for several years, 4 or 5 years. You said, what have the national agencies been doing? What has the government been doing? Why haven't they cracked down? How much of that money has been funneled to terrorists? How much of that money is being used to foment trouble against the country? If indeed there is some truth in this, then people should have been arrested. That conspiracy should have been unearthed. 1. 2 is the sheer timing of it. This has been going on for 5 years, but just a day before 2 days before the first leg of the Chhattisgarh elections, this charge comes up against the chief minister. Now, on the 17th is the final round of voting in Chhattisgarh. You start naming the chief minister based on the alleged confessions of his aide in police custody. For one, whatever you confess in police custody is not admissible as evidence in court. 2, and if that is the basis, then what about the fact that in the Saharas papers, Anand, you know this very well, in your previous avatar you covered this vigorously. What about, was any action taken against anybody who was named in those things? There are a lot of people today who are in very important positions in the government of India. They were named, not 1 rupee, not 508 crores, 5,000 crores, 15,000 crores. Was any action taken? What about action against the naturally corrupt party people? One day you name them, 48 hours later you make them deputy chief minister in Maharashtra. What about those TDP MPs who have now crossed over to BJP? When they were in TDP, every second day they were raided. The moment they crossed over to the BJP and became a part of the inner coterie of the number 2 person in the cabinet, they become whitewashed. So there is a certain amount of, whether by design or by accident, there is now a certain amount of credence to what people in the opposition and those not aligned either way say.
Whatever the political allegation, Javed Ansari, but that does not normalize corruption.
1 minute. That the application of law is selective. It's not uniform. And because it's not uniform, so people get away. They know that, okay, let's indulge in hanky-panky, we'll join the government, we'll put our shoulder behind the government's wheel, and we'll be safe. You know better than me how many people now enjoying the patronage of the government, previously accused of corruption, are now going away scot-free. They're doing it.
Now, Ajay Alok, please respond.
First of all, whatever Mr. Ansari has said, I have to firmly believe that this is not the case. Political biasness is a different story altogether, but on the cases of corruption, we have not gone slow on anyone. Naturally corrupt party, when the PM calls NCP, we still believe that the NCP is naturally corrupt party. As far as Mr. Ajit Pawar joining our government as a coalition partner, don't forget that in 2020 it was MVA government which gave him the clean chit. Still ED cases are going on against him in one of the cases, and he is still being investigated. Nothing slow process has taken place. As far as TMC leader, he came to our party, they said, all said कि BJP की washing machine में धुल गए. None of the cases have been withdrawn. The cases were continuing when he was in the BJP, and now since he has gone back to TMC, should I say that there is also a washing machine, that they have taken him back? So this kind of political allegation does not solve the problem. The issue is, do you want to tackle corruption or not? On which we are on a very serious footnote that we will tackle the corruption. And the corrupt will have only one place, that is to land in the jail. As far as the process is taking so long, it's our judicial process, sir, which we are trying to reform. And this reform is giving pain to many people, that if this reform comes into place, things will move very fast. Because we firmly believe justice delayed is justice denied. So justice should be fast.
Sir, the point
That's
is...
what Mr. Amit Shah said when he was launching this.
There are multiple questions. If there is 508 crore in cash that's doing the rounds, then how much more cash is doing the rounds across our country post demonetization at a time when digital transactions are more than 400 billion, and netas still believe that they can get away with this kind of corruption, and there are others, fraudsters, scamsters, who are looting common people, taking money via UPI, rerouting it, rolling it, and then moving this out of the country via Hawala, converting white into black, and then that comes back into the system again as hard cash. How is this happening? This round tripping is a big question. I thank you all for joining us. We've got to end this on this. Whether the people vote for corruption, vote against it, or they vote for other issues in Chhattisgarh, well, the ballot will decide. But this is a raging issue, ladies and gentlemen. Can corruption be normalized? A, and secondly, can that money be used to act against the interests of our country? And if that's happening, who should be accountable and who mustn't? We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we shift the spotlight altogether. The next 30 minutes, when we come back after the break, we talk cricket.